Hace años que el señor Ed Dunsavage fue náutico. Él y su hijo Jeff tienen los ojos fijados en el mar, pero a ellos no les interesa la pesca. El hermano de Jeff, José, de Edison, New Jersey, fue al mar en un catamarán y se desapareció el domingo de la semana pasada.
My brother's part owner of a business down in Roatan, and he took out a catamaran, a little 9.5-foot Craig cat, no sail, that just used for tooling around in the shallows. He was going out to do a little bit of fishing. He had his fishing gear and went out with a liter of water and his fishing gear. And as far as we know, he got out to where he was supposed to be fishing, and we believe had engine trouble and began to drift. We've been searching for him ever since.
La familia de José Dunsavage casi ha sido gastado todo su dinero pagando para el buscado porque la busca militar ha sido terminado.
Essentially, the military portion of the search has been called off. None of the three governments who were involved are still looking. Therefore, we're conducting this search entirely on our own. We've got airplanes and helicopters in the air. We've got boats on the water. We've got some volunteers out there helping. We're doing our best using the resources at our disposal.
We're trying to coordinate it now, especially since all the other help has stopped. So we've got boards up for keeping track of who's responsible for what job that we're doing, so there's no duplication. We're trying to keep tracks of boots on the ground, people helping to look from the shores, monitoring where the helicopters are going that we're hiring, the helicopters and planes. Just to avoid the confusion, we've got 4 laptops, cell phones, and a house phone just going 24 hours a day, trying to keep this thing going.
José es un náutico con experiencia y un pescador ávido, según su padre.
He's an intelligent guy and he's strong, and as long as he puts everything he knows together, there's always a possibility of using the outboard as a rudder, even though it doesn't run, just by you might be able to control it a little bit. He's a good swimmer. He's confident in that. If he's with the boat all this time, I think he's got the fishing equipment, the tackle, so if he's utilizing everything, that's why I say we're going to stay on this until we find a boat or him. We have no reason to stop.
Pero mientras Jeff y su padre les prometen entre sí continuar la busca para José, hay un obstáculo a la busca. Es el dinero. Ellos están pagando para alquilar aviones y vehículos de busca de sus propios ahorros. Y esto ha producido gran tensión para las finanzas de la familia.
We are desperately in need of money. We're burning through about $20,000 a day, keeping all the various assets that we're that are in the air and the water.
You're actually renting planes and helicopters.
Planes, helicopters. We're fueling volunteers' boats. We're doing this on our credit cards. I mean, we're running out of resources. People have been extremely generous. We've gotten a lot of support from a lot of people. But if we're going to keep this going over the weeks and months that it may be necessary to keep my brother, keep the search out for my brother, it's going to take a lot more. So we've set up a fund. It's called the Joe Dunsavage SAR, as in Search and Rescue Fund, and it's through Wachovia Bank. You just contact the bank and you can make a donation to help find my brother, to help us. The other thing, to the extent possible, let your congressmen and senators know you care about this. Let them know that even though the military piece has been called off, there's still got to be something that they can be doing to help with this search. Just because we can't be flying military aircraft out there, there are things that can be done. So please let them know that you care and that you're concerned. And finally, if you have any knowledge of anyone in the vicinity who could be helpful in any way that we may not be thinking of, please contact us.
Entonces, mientras pasa el tiempo, Ed Dunsavage y Jeff mantienen su vigil al mar, esperando, rogando, pero también extendiendo la mano a la comunidad mundial, por el red del Internet, por los medios sociales como los blogs, Twitter y otros canales, al propósito de encontrar a José Dunsavage para reunirse con su familia aquí en Nueva Jersey. In Seabright, this is Steve Lubetkin.